Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. It's already after 12. This is me, the quilting grandma, coming to you live from my quilting room. What? Anyways, Happy New Year to all of those I haven't seen since last year. Happy New Year! And today is the day before Víspera de Reyes. Now, I said that in Spanish. Let me go slow. Víspera de Reyes, which means Three Kings Eve. Hispanic countries, Latin American countries, we all celebrate Three Kings Day, which is celebrating the Three Wise Men Day, but whatever. We celebrate the three wise men that brought the gifts to baby Jesus. So we celebrate that, and the way we celebrate it is our children go out tomorrow with a shoebox, and they take grass and pick up grass for the camels, and they put it under their bed, and the camels with the three wise men come during the night and eat their, the grass or whatever they've collected, and the three wise men leave them gifts. That's a beautiful Latin American tradition that's still alive, thank you. So, Feliz Dia de Reyes. Anyway, I'm here today, and I got nothing to show. Well, I will show you something. But, I'm here because, thank you. Truthfully, thank you. My channel is growing exponentially. I cannot believe it. I just can't believe how quickly the channel is growing. I'm already over 200 subscribers, and I've only been on 4 weeks. So thank you so much for your support. But I'm here to ask for more. I want to go live. I really do. I want to go live, have some fun, sit down, have a chat, drink some coffee, show my work, show what I'm doing, ask you guys what you're doing, have feedback, interaction. I really want to do that. But to do that, I'm going to need help. So I'm asking you for your support. All the Instagrams. I got an Instagram. I got an Instagram account. Same name in Quilt Fact. Go over there and see me and visit me over there in the Instagrams. Subscribe. But please subscribe to this channel. Keep on subscribing. If I can get up to 500, I'll be able to do a good live and be able to talk to all y'all. And then I'll look pretty. If I can get to 500 subscribers in a week, I promise you I'm going to do the whole get up. I will do the makeup. I will do the hairstyle and a beautiful, look very professional. I used to be a professional, I used to be an HR manager. But anyway, my daughter will do my makeup. And I look cute. And I will look absolutely gorgeous if we do the live. But yeah, call your friends. Tell them, there's this crazy grandma lady that's always talking about how things are imperfect. Go subscribe to her channel. You'll laugh for a few minutes. You'll make fun of her. She doesn't care. Just, get your kids to subscribe, and your nephews and your nieces and your husbands and everybody. Just get everybody to subscribe. And I promise you, the first live, I am going to look like a movie star. Promise. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. Okay? Please hit like. The like button down there. Hit the like button and watch the video all the way through so that everything works, so I can go live and we can have some fun and I can talk and make some jokes and do some stupid stuff. Anyway, what have you guys been up to? I did something. Stay right there. I showed you guys the 2 Miss Quilty boxes that I got, right? The first one, I did not like the magazine at all, and I'm going to show you why. But I did it. It took me a while. I had to play with it for a while because the instructions were not good. Now they've gotten better. So when I do the second block from that second magazine, I'll show you. But this is the first one. Now I changed it up a little bit because these greens were supposed to be here and this was supposed to be here. But again, it's just placement of color. The pattern, after I finally got the hang of it, it's not that it's difficult. It's just working with paper. I'm going to show you. With paper templates, for me, it's, look, people. You see how my hand, I shake. See, that's why I call myself the quiltfic. I'm imperfect. I'm not a perfect quilter because my hands shake. When I'm passing the fabric through the sewing machine, my hands shake. When I'm cutting, my hands shake. So what I need are very clear, very concise, very, very good instructions. I need to know if I have to square up or square down. I need to know if I have a little bit of play. I need to know how much is going to be here. See, like you see here, you see that? That, when I do the 1/4 inch, it'll probably fall in place, but not here. See? Because I had to trim. So when I trimmed, it didn't come out too good. Now here, points met fairly good in here too, which amazed me because I am really bad at points. But again, see? In some places it came out very good. Match up points. But see, look here. This is what I'm saying. You see how much space I had here? Perfect. But look how much space I have here. None. So yeah, squaring up, because it didn't tell me what I needed to do, I had to guess. So again, Mrs. Quilty, the fabric, working with this fabric is nice because it's a very nice quality fabric. I didn't need to use starch. I iron everything. We'll talk about ironing in the future. I have to iron my fabrics. If I don't iron, it comes out wonky. And it's going to come out wonky anyway with my shaking, but it comes out worse. So I make sure I iron everything. And working with this fabric is nice because all it needed, some of it was just heat. Others I used a spritz, and in other times I used a little bit of steam. It all depends on what I'm doing is what I use. So, but it's really good fabric to work with. So, see, it came out pretty. I can't complain. I like the black. I'm going to finish the runner. I'm going to try to finish the runner, which is not difficult. Again, it's just the lack of good directions on this one in particular. Mrs. Quilty, on this one in particular, the instructions suck. Now, on the one that I got, the last one I got, I haven't started yet. I'm looking at it because I'm going to do it. I am definitely going to do that one. I want to see how it comes out. Another project that I am going to be, I'm definitely going to be working on, because I have a lot, but this one, I want to do this one so bad. See, I drink coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, and I love coffee cups. My daughter can tell you, half of her cabinet space is all my coffee mugs, plus the ones I've given away because in reality I just can't. But I love my coffee, and I love my coffee mugs. And I got a new one. Oh, I got to show you. Oh, I got to show you my new mug. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty. Isn't it gorgeous? Look how gorgeous. Look at that. I know it's an AI thing, but isn't this just absolutely amazing? I love this mug. I don't want to put coffee in it because it's going to ruin it. It's so pretty. So I have it here decorating my little studio. But I love it. I love this mug. It's so pretty. Yeah, because I do. I collect mugs. I'm not going to deny it. I collect. So I want to do this one. And the good thing is that this one's called In From the Cold. And each block is individual. See? You do it by blocks, and then the measurements are right there. So it's easy to put together. So I'm going to make a block this week. In my next episode, I'll show you. Because that's what I'm going to do. Don't expect tutorials from me. I don't do tutorials. I'm nobody to do a tutorial. You know who gives me tutorials? Tiffany. She had a really good one this morning. Oh, yeah, with the placemats. Really nice with the measurements and everything. Tiffany from A Quilting Life. And so Becca, who I adore. Becca, I am your biggest fan. And then So The Distance, which she's taught me so much on how to do scraps. That my scrap quilt, if it weren't for her, I wouldn't have done it. Because that's totally scrappy. That is not a pattern. That was just a scrappy thing that I put together because I watch her. So those are the people that do the tutorials. Go watch them for tutorials. Go watch them because I do all the time. My TV is right here. Look, I'll show you. Oh, I don't, yeah, here we go. There it is. That's one of my grandkids. Whoa. That's my TV. So yeah, it's right there next to me. I'll be sitting here, I'll be sewing, and I'll be watching a tutorial because that's what I do. That's what I enjoy doing. So do the same. You want to have a laughing fit? Come see me. You want to see how to make a mistake? Come see me. You want to see how I get myself out of trouble? Come see me. Sure. Don't want to feel bad about yourself because I do it worse? Come see me. Because believe me. But yeah, I do have a lot of projects. My problem is I want to do them all. I want to do all. I want to sit down here and do everything. And I can't. But I am going to be doing random blocks. I'm also going to be doing the Moda. Is it Moda? Let me see. Hold on a second, people. I got to check on my laptop. Because they put out a block of the month. And the first one was so pretty. I want to do it. So I already pulled it. Where'd I pull it? I got to see. I'm very disorganized. I'm telling you. This is ridiculous how disorganized I am. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Because I got paper everywhere. Where did I put it? And now I can't find it. Oh, nuts. Here it is. Ha! I found it. Free, people. Motor blockheads. Absolutely free. Everything. The whole thing. Look. Look. All the measurements. The grids. Everything is here. A lot of people have already made the first block. And what I love about these instructions, look, it tells you how to cut, how to sew them, how to put them together, the measurements prior to sewing together, the finish that you have to square to. That is what I need. I have to have step-by-step instructions because if not, I screw it up. I know myself. So look how nice. Look. See, it shows you how to put, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why I love Carol Thulin too, because she's very, very, very precise in her instructions. And me, that I mess up so much. That's why I think I have so much fabric, because I know I'm going to mess up. That's what she provides. Carol and the Moda Blockheads, the instructions are precise. The instructions show you, if you're a visual learner, you can see it. If you're an audio learner, you can hear the tutorials because they have the tutorials. If you read like me, I need to read and touch. That's the way, and write. So when I'm reading, I can read and do. But I'm a messy sewer. Oh, God, look at this. Ta-da. These are all the scraps from when I was doing that little block I just showed you, plus other scraps of other things. But I'm very messy. I make a lot of scraps. Look at this. This was a mistake I made. This was another mistake I made when I was doing that because, again, the instructions weren't clear. So now I have these little, it's like 2x2 blocks that I'm going to have to put in my scrap bins. But, yeah, I still have fabric. The good thing is, I think that's why Mrs. Quilty gives you so much fabric. So if you mess up, you got fabric to get from. Because remember, each box brings you half a yard. They're cut into fat quarters, but they give you 2 packages of fat quarters, which comes out to a half yard of every fabric. So that's good because they give you 2 projects. So you can use them. Me, I'm not going to be using I want to make the runner because I already got the block. So now I want to make the runner. I love the color of the fabric. It's really pretty. I cannot give it to my sister because she hates green. But I'll give it to somebody. There's somebody out there that'll appreciate it. I can't have green here because I already have one that I made last year for St. Patrick's Day. Because my son-in-law is Irish. Yeah, there's that combination of Puerto Rican Irish in this house. So we put the St. Patrick's one up. Yeah, that's a very pretty runner. And I'm going to finish it. Let me see. What else did I do? I tried. Look at the smile. This is the smile of, oh my God, what did I do? Anyways, you know, I told you guys that I was going to create a show based on the card trick, and I did all my work. Look, look what I did. Look, fabrics and color combination with instructions and everything. Let me show you the one I did, a scrappy one, because again, I suck. But this is the one I did as a practice block. Let me turn it around this way so you can see it better. Okay. Problem is, again, this was a practice. It was how to put it together. Color placement sucked because it's too busy for a card trick block. It's not good to have fabric that's too busy or too similar. If it's going to be similar like these two, one of them should have been less busy, but I have sharks, I have llamas, I have, who's this over here? I have Sonic, and I have, the train guy, oh goodness. I forgot the name. Oh, Thomas. So it's just too busy. Let me go back. There we go. It's just too busy. But, again, it's nice. It was easy to do, truthfully. It's a very easy block to put together. I'm not going to show you the back because, no, it's a mess back there. And since nobody has to quilt my quilts, I quilt them by myself. Nobody's going to see the back. Anyway, let me show you the fabric that I chose to do the second one, which I made a mess with. Now, these two colors are going to look pretty. See the contrast? See how pretty they contrast? Oh, get down. There we go. There. This block should look a lot better because only one is busy and one is solid. So it's going to be solid, busy, solid, busy. So it's going to coordinate. It should coordinate well. So when I cut this, I'll post some pictures of my progress on Instagram because I am not going to show. No. I'm going to show you something I did too because I screwed it up. I'm telling you people, you don't know me. And I'm not ashamed of saying it. Again, look at my face. Here we go. When I was cutting, I always iron. I very rarely don't iron before cutting because I know I'm going to screw it up. But it was late, and I thought I was being efficient, and I thought I was doing a good job. So I had this fabric for forever. I've had it for a very long time. I got it at a good price. And I've been dying to use it in something, never could find anything to use it in. So I came and I started cutting that night, and you see the bow? Do you see the bow? Look at that bow. Let me bring it back here so you can see. See the bow? There it is. Yeah, that's what happens when you try, because I was trying. See, I usually fold my fabrics when I have to do strips. Again, the shorter distance that I can put my ruler with my weights, because I use weights to pinch the fabric. The shorter distance that I can use, I do. So I have really, where is she? I have this, which I adore. I have a lot of rotary colors. But, yeah, I learned how to use this one with Becca and with Tiffany, and I love it. It's a little expensive, but I love it. So I'm over there, and I'm cutting away, and I cut away, and I cut away, and I cut away. But see? Do you see how the curve right here? My hand just went. Whoosh. Now, there is, let's check how much. At the smallest point, it's 5 inches. So I can get 5-inch blocks out of this. Easy. It's just that it's just a waste of fabric. It really isn't. And it hurts me. And I mean this. It physically hurts me when I have to waste a whole strip. I lost a whole strip. Look at this. A whole 2 strips because there was 2 strips in here. Look at this. 2 strips. It's sad. It just makes me sad. But again, it was my fault. I didn't iron. And I have to iron. It helps me cut straighter. Then I cut these. And this one also has an example. This is the other pattern. Remember we were talking about it? There's several patterns out there for the card trick, and some are free. That's the white. So I made that one. That one, I'll tell you in a minute. This was Missouri Star Quilt. The one I'm going to show you is Missouri Star Quilt. Watching the tutorial, not buying the pattern. Watching the tutorial and taking notes. Put it on the back side. There we go. Now this one came out. Let me show you this way. This one came out a little prettier. Again, look at it. See? But then you put it on point. I like this one a little bit more. Again, the pattern. And this, again, without the pattern. Because on the tutorial, they did a little piece up here of a different color. I didn't want that. I just wanted the card trick block. So I like this one a lot. And again, Missouri Star Quilt. Did any of you take advantage of the sale? Hello, $2. I bought like 7 patterns. I shouldn't have, but I did. I got 7 patterns of stuff I wanted. One was specifically the one with the letters, to make letters, with half square triangles and squares. Oh, I've been wanting that pattern forever. When I saw the $2 set, I went whammo, went and got it. And then there was the other one with letters to make out of felt. So that one, I'm going to be making some happy birthday banners and some special banners for each one of my grandkids with their names. That's something that I've been wanting to do. I'm so happy I was able to get those patterns at $2. So the only one I am missing now, if I can get it. Oh, Jesus, where are you? That I want to do, and I haven't done, but I will do some point in time, if I can find it. Anyway, it's the one from AccuQuilt. The AccuQuilt card. Now, I do have my AccuQuilt. I have the 8-inch block. I have the 4. And on the 8-inch, I have the whole set. The angles, the 2 sets, the additional sets, I have the 2. And the block, the main one. So that one's complete, and that's the one I use the most. But I am going to be doing the card trick with that one sometime this week so I can show all 3 together. But yeah, that should be even easier, because the good thing about the AccuQuilt is when you cut with the AccuQuilt, it usually lines up. Sometimes I mess up. If you want to see some of my mess ups and some of my creations, you can go on Instagram. I'm putting them in Instagram little by little. But there are a couple of quilts in there that I have done with my AccuQuilt. There's one quilt I'm very, very proud of and I adore, and I gave that one to my granddaughter who lives in Alabama. The Exploding Heart from Pi. I love that pattern. It's a little work to put together, in the sense of after you have everything cut, you start making your rows and putting them together, making sure you have them in the right order. It's a little tedious there, but the end result is so worth it. I love that quilt. I want to make another one because it's just so pretty. It is so pretty. And I made it for my granddaughter and she loves it. And I had some squares left over. I was able to make her a pillow with smaller blocks. I did that. Anyways, yeah, I want to make another one of those one day. Not today, one day. I do have some projects coming up, but I can't talk about them because the grandson is over there and he's going to hear me. But I'm making 2 birthday quilts, and I have one of them that has to be done before March. And it is done with the 10 Sisters patterns. I love them because I've used them before. It's pretty cool because all you do is cut 2.5-inch squares. The ones I use is 2.5. The grid is already there. It's a grid, you iron them on. And anyway, I'll show you in the next one, but they have to be in school. They can't be here. It's Minecraft. He loves Minecraft. That's Dylan. Dylan loves Minecraft. I gotta talk low because they can hear me. And then for Liam, my other grandson, is over there. He's over there. He's a Mario freak. So I got, from 10 Sisters, the Mario pattern. But that one's not till August. So I have a little bit of time to work on that. It's just cutting. Those 2 patterns are so easy. It's just cutting up the little squares. After all the squares are cut, You do them in sections, and that's what I'm going to plan on doing, is just doing section 1, getting all those squares cut, doing section 1, putting it away, then section 2, and then putting it away. When all the sections are done, putting them together, sandwich, quilt, out the door. But I have a lot of things to quilt. Not really. I have 3 quilts that require quilting. I cannot use my Quilty yet because I haven't dominated it. And until I do, I'm not going to use it again. So I have to practice on it, but I'm not going to practice until summer. See, this is all I do here. I rant and rant and rant and talk and rant and talk and rant. I don't do anything else. But let me see. What else do I have to show you? There was another little thing that I wanted to show you. Let me see if it's in here. So my spare. Oh, okay. Did any of you watch my Instagram stuff? One of the things that I want to do this year is paper piece. I need to learn how to paper piece. I have a library down the street, and there's a lot of quilting books that have patterns that you can use to do paper piecing. I have my own printer, and I have access to toner because I have an account with Vine, which is pretty cool. Amazon Vine, and I get my toners there. So I started playing around yesterday, and if you want to see the sequence of messes, go on Instagram. But yeah, this was the first one. You see how it didn't reach up here? Because see, this is the way it's supposed to be. So you start off with number 1, you attach number 2, and then you attach number 3, and then the finished project should look exactly like the paper. Anybody see the problem? Okay. The other one was so bad I threw it away. But then this one came out. I even took the paper off. You see this little hole on the bottom? That was the only mistake. If I were to put this in a pattern, if I were to put this on a quilt, you wouldn't see this hole because it falls within the 1/4 inch margin. But still, it came out pretty good. And what I like is, see, using paper piecing, you're not going to lose the point. But again, do I want to do it? I just want to practice, see if I can get better at it and understand it better, because I do want to see. I saw a girl here that is their channel. So Ready. Got it. I'm sorry, my brain's not working. So Ready up in Chattanooga and East Ridge. They're great little store, great little quilt store. I wish I had money to buy there. I try to go when they have sales because they have good sales. And if I can ever get out of this world that I'm in, I would love to go and take quilting classes because they provide quilting classes on long arms. Oh, I would love to be able to take a class. But anyway, she showed on one of their little Facebook shows a tiny log cabin that she did paper piecing. Oh my God, it was so cute. Would I be able to do something so tiny? No. No, although I did do a small heart with 1-inch squares, and you'll see it on my Instagram. Came out pretty cute. Not perfect, but pretty cute. I did table runner. It was Missouri Star quilt pattern. I really liked. I've done it twice, and I'll probably do it again because it's really easy to make. So, because the middle part is just charm squares. That's it. It's the borders, top borders, the side borders have little hearts made out of 1-inch squares and little circles. Really cute. It's a really cute pattern. I really enjoyed making it. First time was a little wonky. Second one came out better. Third one should be perfect. So I'll be making that one again. Yeah, I want to get better at working with tiny things. That's why I did my postage stamp quilt, because I like working. It's hard, but it helps me get a better grip of my hands, because that way I have to control them. So doing those tiny pieces and trying to keep them together under the needle is not easy. So that's when I whip out my purple thing. I love this thing. This purple thing. People, if you can't get the original, Temu has them. I love them. Oh, I have them everywhere, but the original is my favorite. But anyway, but I love my purple thing. Let me tell you this. When you're sewing, you have to pinch something so it doesn't come up under the machine. Really easy to manipulate. This is a 1/4 inch. So if you need to measure on the fly, like right now, watch. Let's see if you can see this. See, I'm shaking like crazy. This hand is no good. Okay, see? From the edge to the stitch, 1/4 inch. And that's how you can measure it. And you can use this little hole there to thread elastic. And then this, you can poke out your corners when you're doing something. So reality, I love my purple thing. I absolutely love my purple thing. It's awesome. Okay, so that was that mess. Let me think. Oh, I'm getting together. There's this lady on Facebook, local. Because I have a lot of fabric that was apparel I am not using any longer. I'm not planning on doing any apparel. And when I was working, I would buy fabric. I belong to Fabric Mart. It's a great online store. You can get designer fabrics at really low prices. So when I started sewing again, I became obsessed with that store. I would go and get the bargains. They would have grab bags and give me a bargain, girl. I'm there. So but I still have a lot of fabric that I'm not going to use. And it's a beautiful fabric. There's absolutely gorgeous fabric in there. A lot of stretch knits, but also some crepes, some rayons. There's this fabric that I bought specifically to make a jacket for a wedding, and I never made it. And it's gorgeous. I'm just not going to make it. I don't go anywhere. I go from here to the doctor, from here to Walmart, and that's it. And my sister's house and my kid's house. I don't go anywhere else. So, but if you're interested, I cannot mail it. It is too heavy. It weighs, I believe it weighs like about 30 pounds. No jive. 30 pounds. The least it weighs is 30 pounds. But I also have some scraps I'm getting rid of. But that already has an owner. I have to talk. Make sure she still wants it. I have scrap batting and scrap cottons that I know I'm not going to use. Stuff that I know I don't like, I will not use in anything, not even in a scrap quilt. So there's a big, hefty 55-gallon bag almost full to the top. That one she's going to get. But if anybody here is in the Northwest Georgia area or is willing to travel to the Northwest Georgia area and is interested in getting really beautiful quality fabric, and I mean it, quality fabric, just drop me an email at inquilfect@gmail.com. You can mail me a letter requesting at Debbie Gonzalez, P.O. Box 1252, Ringgold, Georgia 30736. That's my P.O. Box. And that's my whole name, Debbie Gonzalez. You can send me a little note here on the YouTubes. And if you're looking at my Instagram, just drop me a note. Northwest Georgia area. I'm close to Chattanooga. Really, really close to Chattanooga. So anyone interested in that pair of fabric, I am going to sell that whole tub for $30. And I'm not joking. It is heavy. I'm going to see if we can take a picture of the bulk of it. I'm going to try. I got to wait till my daughter gets home from work. See if we can take a good picture of the bulk of it and post it. I'll post it on a short here, and I'll post it on Instagram and in Facebook. Watch everything, okay? But really, it's just such beautiful fabric, and I kept some because hoping and praying I can still make some stuff one day if I get the energy to do so. But what else? Let me think. I need coffee. I got my coffee cups over there. I gotta go get my coffee. But yeah, I think for today that's about it. It's been fun. It's been reviving. Remember, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Hold on, you're not gonna see them, but you'll hear them. Guys, come here a minute. You're not gonna come out on the camera, but stay there. There we go. Now, what are you gonna say? Subscribe to Grandma's channel. Say it.
Subscribe to Grandma's channel.
Again.
Subscribe to Grandma's channel.
One more time.
Subscribe to Grandma's channel.
And what's the name of Grandma's channel?
My Quilting Grandma.
No, that's the name of In Quiltfect.
Oh, Quilting.
No, there. Okay.
Grandma's channel.
There we go. No. Just say subscribe to Grandma's channel.
Subscribe to Grandma's channel.
There you go. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
They're my biggest fans because they.
I'm telling you, we're Grandma's grandkids.
There you go. They're my grandkids. They're crazy for me to be a YouTuber. They call me Grandma the YouTuber. Grandma, you're a YouTuber. But I am. I'm trying to be. Anyways, come on. Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Hit that button so I can do a live and we can have some fun. You can either have a cup of wine. I got some Prosecco on ice. Or we can have a cup of coffee. Black. 1 stevia. Or you can have a shot of Jim Beam. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the Quilty. Just 1 shot. Or do I have coquito? If not, I can make some. I'll make some coquito. People, you don't know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you're missing out. If you like coconut, if you like sweet, coquito. Coquito. Christmas is over, but coquito is alive. All right, people. Love y'all. Be good. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. See ya. Bye.